Son of a bitch. Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the new Marvel Legends Jubilee figure, which is in that classic trench coat and short shorts, and that's a good thing. You know, we always wanted this one to go with our 90s cartoon batch of figures, and they gave us one that was kind of close but wasn't quite the right thing, and now we finally have it, so I think most people are going to be pretty psyched about this, and for the most part, it's a really solid figure. There are two things on this figure which are mind-numbingly stupid, but the rest of it's pretty good, so I think most of you are going to be happy. So let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This figure stands just about 15 centimeters, which makes it pretty close to 5 7/8 inches, just shy of 6 inches, which is good. It's probably pretty close to the Marvel Legends scaling. She'll be shorter than almost everybody else, so that's appropriate. She's supposed to be kind of a teenager. I believe that's right. Isn't she a teenager, or is she like young 20s? I can't really remember. I think she's a teenager. Anyway, she's supposed to be smaller, and that's okay. Although if she was in her 20s, she'd be full grown. Whatever, it doesn't matter. She's supposed to be shorter, and she is, so that's a good thing. And another good thing on this figure is that most of what you see here is molded plastic. Therefore, things match pretty darn well. All the main body parts are molded. The forearms are molded blue, which is really annoying because it would have been way easier for them to paint the blue than it would have been for them to paint the tan. Luckily, they did match pretty well. You're just gonna see some blue peeking through when you use those joints. So that's a little unfortunate, but it's, as far as Marvel Legends go, that's a pretty good job. They usually do a terrible job of that, and they did a good one. The head's molded, the hair's molded, all the little details are painted, and they're painted pretty well, so that's nice. That's a really good thing. As far as aesthetics go, that's awesome. They nailed it. The only real issue I have with the aesthetic is, if you turn it around, it's probably the worst case of Lollipop Syndrome we've ever seen by far, because they can't hide it with long hair on this figure, so they just went, screw it, let's do it anyway. Like, why does that happen? Why do they do that? What the hell? How have they not figured that out? The head's in the right place height-wise, give or take. It's definitely within reason. Yet somehow they can't keep from doing that. It's absolutely amazing to me that they have not figured out how to do that yet. It makes zero sense. Make the neck longer. That's all you have to do. Make the neck longer, not make a peg that's extended off of the hinge. It's completely simple. And they keep doing it anyway. I don't get it. That's ridiculous. Luckily, it's on the back of the figure and you won't notice it, but it's still a thing they did, which is ridiculous. So that's stupid. I'm not going to really factor it into the equation too much because it is on the back of the head, but that just goes to show how Hasbro's going to Hasbro. Should make that a t-shirt. I don't think I can. It's copyrighted, trademarked. Anyway, aesthetics on this figure, 8 out of 10. It's really darn good. They did a really good job. There's one issue here with the thighs where they come up past the pants so that the skin is actually farther out. It doesn't quite make sense. But otherwise, it's a really, really solid release. Okay, moving on to the accessories. We have one alternate head, which is her blowing a bubble of gum, which is actually really cool. They nailed it. That gum looks reasonably like bubble gum, so cool. It also comes with an alternate visor, or an extra visor, which can snap onto that head. Somehow mine came with two. I doubt that that's supposed to be the case, though one does look smaller than the other. I have a feeling that's just from it being pinched in the package. Let me know if you guys got two in your packages. I only got the one. So they can fit on the alternate head. You can see they kind of cut out part of the hair to receive the glasses, though the glasses don't really fit in that way. They do fit on the face well enough, so that's good. But that does make me wonder, and it kind of irritates me, why did they glue these to her head? We already have a removable pair of her glasses that fit on a head that's not glued onto. So why'd they glue them onto this one? Why can't we have the option of not having the glasses on both heads? Why? Why do they do stupid things like that? It's so stupid. Look, I'll show you real quick, just in case you don't believe me, the amazing feat of setting the glasses on her head. It's not very difficult. Oh my gosh, look at that. They're on there. And they don't need any glue. This one, glued on. Why? So they had to make two pair, and they glued one on. Just give us the one loose one, Hasbro. You do stupid things. Why? Why you do this? Anyway, alternate head is nice. Removable glasses on that head, nice. No sparkle, no fireworks for her superpower. So 5 out of 10 for the accessories. What the hell, Hasbro? The stupid bubbles would have at least been preferable to nothing. We don't have any energy effect for her, so she can't use her power at all. Wolverine has his claws, Beast has his body, Jubilee has nothing, so that sucks. So dumb. Alright, so moving on to the articulation. Well, big surprise, the head can move well on top of that Lollipop Syndrome. It's just ridiculous. It does have the hinge, of course, so you can bury her head down like that, like a turtle. Maybe Hasbro's got a thing about turtles. Do they like turtles? That would make sense. Shoulders work pretty well, especially given the fact that they have the poofiness at the top of the shoulder. Fantastic range there, full rotation. Bicep swivel is there. 90-degree hinge right there. It's okay. Wrist swivel on both sides is fine. This side has a standard horizontal hinge, which is what you would expect for a hand like this. That's perfectly reasonable. And this side shows to me that Hasbro just has no idea what they're doing. Zero idea. This hand has a vertical hinge. Why in the world would you put a vertical hinge on that kind of hand? They don't do it for characters that hold swords or batons or anything like that most of the time, even though they should. Yet this time, they do it. It's like they just pick random shit and throw it together. How do they come up with these ideas? It's so stupid. It's absolutely amazing to me. It's mind-boggling that they do things just to do them. Like, what the hell? Makes no sense. Okay, moving on. The jacket is a separate piece, by the way. You wouldn't want to take it off because it wouldn't make any sense, but it is a separate piece. So you have a diaphragm joint up here, which works reasonably well. Not exceptionally well, but well enough. I mean, it's not like she's going out and doing kung fu or anything, so it'll be okay. I do wish it leaned forward a little bit more, but it works side to side and going back pretty nicely. You do get full rotation there, and you also get a waist twist, which is nice. That's generally the best combination of joints. If you can make the diaphragm joint work a little better, that's just about perfect. For the hips, you can bring them up just about horizontal. You cannot go back at all. Going out to the side is way better than 45, so that's pretty nice. You do get a thigh swivel at the pants. Double jointed knee works nicely. You do get a boot swivel. And then for the ankle joint itself, you go all the way back and all the way forward, and you have a really, really nice swivel hinge ankle rocker. So articulation on this figure, other than its stupid ass wrist and the Lollipop Syndrome, it's really good. So, well, that's not great. So 8 out of 10. Shoulder range is great. Ankles are great. Hips are good. I'm pretty pleased with it overall. So yeah, they did some really stupid things on this figure. It's amazing to me how stupid they are sometimes, especially when they make a good figure like this. Overall, it's a really solid figure. I just think it's absolutely amazing that they do some of these things that they do. It makes zero sense at all. Anyway, final verdict on this figure for what it's supposed to be and what it is, 8 out of 10. They nailed it. It's really good, but it features some of the dumbest shit I've ever seen from Hasbro. Absolutely ridiculous stuff on a really good figure. So I definitely recommend it, especially if you're an X-Men fan. You need to have this. If you're not an X-Men fan, you should still pick it up because it's a really solid figure. So go get you one. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a whole bunch. And if you did not enjoy this video, well, you already watched it, so too bad. Thanks for watching. And you guys should probably check out my other videos because I have like 3,000 of them on the channel. They're all set up to help you make buying decisions a little bit easier and to let you know what's good and what's bad about anything you may be interested in adding to your collection. So check those out. Subscribe because I do have new videos up just about every single day. And in the meantime, keep collecting.